Hi, everyone. Welcome to my weekly live. I'm Julie Gilson, and I'm with stampinggala.com. Today, I have the first Halloween project of the year, and I'm using the Potions and Spells bundle. It has some really cute images here that are open line images that you can color, and it also has some coordinating dies. So, as always, I do a simple Sunday project, which is this one right here. And on Mondays, I step it up just by adding a few elements, maybe some layers, some embellishments, just to give it a little bit more detail for those of you that like detail. So I'm going to make the detailed one today. And the colors that I'm using are Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, and Granny Apple Green. So let me go ahead and get started here. So first of all, this is Gorgeous Grape, and it is 11 by 4 1/4, and it's scored at 5 1/2. Okay, then I have two pieces. I have a piece of Highland Heather that is 3 5/8 by 4 7/8, and I have a piece of Basic White, which is this is 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. So what we're going to do on here is, first of all, we're going to stamp these bubbles because there is not a die for that. So they're going to be directly on this page. And I'm also going to stamp the cauldron. So let me just grab some scrap here. And I'm using Memento because I'm using Stampin Blend Markers. So we have to use the Memento so it works well with the blends. Okay, so let me just stamp this first because I'm going to use this to figure out where I'm going to stamp the bubbles. Okay. So there you go. Now this is going to be die cut. We do have a die to match this. So let me show you here. It is this one right here. And this is a pretty large die. So it's going to be die cut like that. So I did already die cut it. So let me grab that. And I'll show you what we're going to do. Okay. So right here, we're going to just place this on here just like that. So I know where it's going to go. Then what I'm going to do is take a pencil. Let me see if I have the pencil still. Yes. Okay. My friend Cindy is here and she goes, why don't you do this? So it worked out perfectly. So I'm just laying it on here. I'm going to take my pencil and just draw a light line. Okay. So that's going to tell me where I need to stamp the bubbles. So let me take the bubbles here. So we have quite a few people joining. So if you like this, please make sure that you give me a thumbs up and share this with your friends. I would really appreciate it. So I'm stamping this right at the line. Perfect. Okay. So now we're going to color this first. So I'm using a number of different blends here. Let me show you. I'm not using that one. Okay, so I'm using Highland Heather, light and dark, Granny Apple Green, light and dark, and I'm also using the gray Smoky Slate for the cauldron. So I'm going to start off with the dark. So I'm going to add some color on these little bubbles. So I'm not one that does a lot with Halloween, but I love how this turned out. And I hope that you give it a try. And if you didn't know, tomorrow is free shipping day. So if you have something on your list that you've been wanting, tomorrow would be a good day to place your order. And it is with orders of $75 or more. Okay, so I'm going to just put a couple of dots in here. All right, and then I'm going to move on to the light. And this week I'm going to have a new class to go coming out. It is absolutely beautiful how it's turning out. So I hope you'll check that out. I'll have a few different options for it. I will have, you know, the full class that will include the bundle, the make and takes, and the PDF, plus the ribbon and something else. Oh, a pack of DSP. But if you already have the bundle, you can go with option number 2, and option number 2 would be everything except for the bundle. And then option number 3 is just the PDF. Okay, so this one is the dark granny apple green. So we're going to go here. So if my voice sounds a little funny, I came down with something. I took my grandson to the zoo, and I think that I caught something there. Okay. And all right. And then we're going to go with the light now. And one other thing, don't forget about bonus days. Bonus days are going strong. For every $50 that you order, you get a $5 coupon to use in August. And in addition to that, don't forget about my membership program, where you get a tutorial emailed to your email every single Monday. Okay, so far it looks like that. So what I'm going to do is emboss this. I'm using the exposed brick, and I always put it face down on this line to keep it straight. We're just going to go just like that, and let me emboss it. Okay. I love how the embossing gives it some texture. All right, so we're going to put this on the piece of Highland Heather. Oops. Okay, so let me trim it just a tiny bit. Now, I will have all the dimensions for these cards on my blog a little bit later today. So you can go to stampingala.com and pick them up there. And my blog is right on the screen. So that's where you'll be able to find it. Okay, so we're going to put this, oops. We're going to put this down here, and we're not going to use dimensionals on this. There are going to be enough dimensionals on everything else. Okay, so we got that. All right, so here's the cauldron, and we're just going to color this. I'm going to go with the light granny apple green. I did the dark, it looks like, on the sample, but I want to lighten it up. And this is just the, of course, the handle. But the rest I'm using for the cauldron is Smoky Slate Light. Okay, so I'm just going to color this. All right, and then what I'm going to do is come around here where the natural shading is. And this part I'll make a little bit darker. I got to use the other side of my marker to get closer. I don't want to mess up there. Just by adding another layer, it does make it a little bit darker. Okay, so now what I do is I just swipe. And this will naturally make it lighter. Turn it on this side. And if you're a demonstrator, you'll know that Wednesday we get to see our Christmas catalog, which I'm thrilled about because I need to start planning for my Christmas retreat in Finley. I already have people that are ordering the retreat to go. If you have not seen it, it's in my latest newsletter, and it will be out tomorrow again. So if you're not a subscriber, just go to my blog after this and subscribe. And that way you won't miss a thing. Okay, let me get inside here. And as it dries, it'll blend. Okay. All right, so now we're going to take, I also die cut this right here. So first of all, we're going to put this on the card. See how cool that is? So we're going to put that up with dimensionals. So I'm just going to lay this on, making sure it's even from side to side. So far, so good. All right, and then I'm going to put this on with dimensionals as well. But this one, let me see if I have the smaller dimensionals handy. It's all right, I'll just, oh, here they are. Okay. And also, what I'm going to do once I put this on is I'm going to add some Wink of Stella. Okay, so there it is. All right. Now we're going to just stamp two more things. We're going to stamp the stack of books. And we're going to stamp the sentiment. And that is done in Granny Apple Green. Okay, put that aside for a second. Now the books I already die cut. So we're just going to color these up really quickly. I'm going to put some darker lines in here. And we're going to do the last one. And I just alternated the colors from dark to light. All right, so this is going to go on dimensionals. Hey, Kelly. If you notice, I put the dimensionals off to one side because it's going to hang over on the side, and there's no need to have them there. Okay, so this is going to go right here. You know what? I'm going to scoot it over some. Okay, and then I did die cut the little Hocus Pocus, and I used the wild fern dies for that. Okay, so this is going to go right here. And then I have these cute little gemstones, and I forgot what they're called because they're in a few different purple shades. So let me get my little tool here, and we're going to alternate some of the colors. Okay, so here is the outside of your card. I just love how it turned out. Okay, so now we're going to stamp the inside, and we're just going to do a black cat. I think this is one of my favorite Halloween sets ever. So we're going to color this with Smoky Slate. Again, highlighting the areas that have the darker shading. So if you'd like to purchase these items, you can do so by visiting my blog at stampingala.com. And I will have, later on today, I'll have all the products that I used. So you can easily find it. It'll be the last post. So you won't have to go looking for it. Okay, so let me just... Okay, I'm going to switch to the other side. All right, I'm going to add some green eyes. So far, so good. Isn't that cute? All right, and I did do these bubbles here. So what I'm going to do is just fussy cut these out because there's not a die for these. And my next presentation will be this Wednesday, or Thursday, I'm sorry. And I'll have 3 new projects for you. So I hope you'll join me on Thursday and share this video with your friends. I would appreciate it. Okay, so I'm going to color these up really quickly. It just makes a difference on the inside of the card. All right, use the dark. Also, we'll be able to send out our Christmas catalogs. If you're not currently working with a demonstrator and you like a catalog and would like to choose me as your demonstrator, I can send you a catalog. Just send me an email at julie48188, julie48188 at gmail.com, and I can send you a catalog. All right, last one. Hey, Diane. Okay, and what I'm doing with this is just putting it here. I think I'm gonna, you know what, I think I'm gonna put it over here this time. Okay, so we're gonna put this together. And do a little bit of trimming, and then this card will be done. Remember to stay tuned for my plastic O. It's going to be a beauty. It's so pretty. I love it. I was working on it yesterday and partly today. I'm using the countryside flower or country flowers for it. Many of you may have that set. Okay, so we're going to put some glue on this. All right, so here is your card. I hope you like it today. I think it's a lot of fun for Halloween. Let me show you again the Simple Sunday and then the Makeover Monday. All right, so ladies, I hope you enjoyed the presentation today. Please make sure you stop by my blog at stampingala.com. I have lots of inspiration there, including free PDFs. I also have a PDF store, my membership tab where you can subscribe to memberships, and also create a la carte in my scrapbook club. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.